We are waiting. And we are live. Hey, okay. Good afternoon, everybody. It's Tuesday. Happy Tech Talk Tuesday. Hope everyone is having an amazing day thus far. Wanted to jump on today, as always, to talk about technology and how we can make our lives easier, faster, and quicker. So I will give everyone a chance to jump on. If you have a second, please share this out if you are live. Thank you for joining me. I'm trying to be here every Tuesday at noon. If you're watching this on the replay, thanks also for watching. Please make sure you drop any questions or comments. I will always come back and answer them. You can always hit me up at Marriage Family Business on Instagram or YouTube, and we also post our videos there. So it's Tuesday. It's cold. It's cold up here in the DMV, but we're going to get through it. So yeah, it's that cold that you can't even function. I thought about going to our co-work space today. Not so much. I'm in the house all day long, working and hunkering down. So yeah, it's cold. I'm looking outside the window and yeah. So anyways, my name is Carrie Herndon Brown, and this is Marriage Family Business. We ask everyone to check us out at marriagefamilybusiness.com and follow us on social media at Marriage Family Business. But we are a tag team of a couple, Shareem and I. We've been married for almost 20 years. It's crazy, right? We've been parents for 15, business owners for almost 13. And together we help couples to prioritize their marriage, plan for their families, and profit in their business. Knowing that juggling it all is not easy, I help people to stay organized and that they take action in areas of their marriage, family, and business. So today, party people, we are talking about automation and repurposing content. A few weeks ago, there were people asking about, on another Facebook group that I'm on, they were asking, what's the software that you use that you love recently? So one of them that came up for me was Lumen5. And I realized a lot of people didn't even know about it or know how to use it. So I'm going to show you that today. Also, there's another one called Planoly, and I'm never sure if I'm saying that right, but it's like Planoly, Planoly, Planoly. And I'll make sure I put all the links up later on inside the comments. I don't want to type because my new tool, my Yeti, will pick it up as I start typing. So I'm not going to do that today. But I want you guys to understand two of these new softwares. So we're going to jump right in to our Tech Talk Tuesday. All right. So let's go here. I plan on showing you guys the two that I like here because, so for Lumen, the reason that I like is that all of us have all of this written content, right? If you're a business owner, you have a website. If you have it on, people have it on Wix and on WordPress, wherever you house your website is not really the important part. The fact is that you have a ton of written content. You have blog posts, you have articles, and then no one really knows how else to utilize these pieces. So obviously written content is really great for Google's search engine. So we have to have it. However, people now digest information in different ways. So one of the most important things you want to do is repurpose your content, right? So Lumen allows you to take something that's written and put it into a video form. You pick slides that kind of make sense with the text and you put it all together. You can even add music behind there. And there's different price points. They have price points that allow them to keep their logo at the bottom. You can pay to remove it, but there's different things there. And I think it helps because it allows you to stop thinking that you have to constantly create new content. We all have plenty of content. For our main business, Strategic Admissions Advice, every year, January 1st, the FAFSA is available. We do not have to recreate a brand new blog for that. However, we do have to let our new customers know that, our current clients know that information. So why not create a quick little video that can allow them to see that? You also can take larger and longer written pieces and make them shorter and smaller to use on Instagram. You can change it and put it up on YouTube. but there's different ways to constantly repurpose your content. So consider that, okay? Pardon me. When it comes to Planoly, Planoly helps to autopilot push things to Instagram. Now, people say, why is this important? Well, it's important because none of us can be on all these social media platforms at the same time. Now, this does not swap out for organic posts by any means. However, there are things that you want to put up. For instance, we are currently doing a 31-day challenge. Shout out to everyone that's been doing it. I hope these have been helpful. We'll do one also for February, but there are tips on there. So recently, one of the tips was make sure that you're automating your business. But that's information that I want to post at 6:30 in the morning so that everyone gets it for the beginning of their day. Now, why is it important to post at 6:30 in the morning? Because that's when I get the most traffic on IG, 6:30 in the morning and 10 p.m. I'm going to come back to that information in a second. Now, posting these things, mind you, at 6:30 in the morning, I'm not even up because thank God I have a husband who creates and makes breakfast for everyone, right? He is the one that will make breakfast for everybody in the house. So I don't have to roll out of the bed till 7. But by that point, my people that are looking at my feed are already on to their day. So you want to post. Also, you're going to want to go on vacation. I know we are ready to go to Martha's Vineyard this summer. And while there'll be organic posts, I want to make sure I'm still communicating with my tribe and my community and or promoting different products that we have to our customers. So that is a good way to do that. So let me dive in here. If we have any questions, again, go ahead and drop them in the comment section and I will come back to them. So let's log over to here, and I'm going to share my screen. All right. Like I said, first we are going to talk about Lumen. Okay, so it's called Lumen5.com. When you get to Lumen5.com, you will see that they have a ton of different price points. So they have one that's free that allows you to kind of put out information at a lower resolution, and it's only for one user. So if you have multiple people on the creative side of your business, that might not work, but it's a great way to start. I'm all about free, especially for my mompreneurs and people that are just starting their businesses and starting to grow their businesses. There are places that you're going to have to kind of nip and tuck, and this is a great place to start. So here again, they have a free version. It was a few months ago now that they also had like a Black Friday deal, but I signed up over a year ago and they had a great deal at the time. So whenever you see a deal for Lumen, grab it. Okay. I want you guys to make sure that you get in on deals, but they have different price points. You can pay monthly, which works for a lot of new business owners, especially as you're starting to figure out your prices and how you're going to shape up for your finances for the year. But I want to dive into how you actually use it. So if you go to your dashboard, I'm going to show you one here that we did in terms of starting the transfer process for the admissions process. As you see on the left, all I did was upload the current blog post that we have. Again, Google still searches for written text, text out there. So you want to make sure that you have a blog somewhere or that you're writing content constantly, but please remember that you can also repurpose these things. So the title of our blog post was 7 things to consider in the transfer admissions process. Then we made sure that we listed all of these different things. So now I don't really need for a video to kind of go through each piece here, but if I wanted to, I could. Let's say that we want to just tell people the title. Then we'll say, here are a few tips to keep in mind. That's a good title to grab. Then we go to number 1. The transfer process the transfer process isn't always more competitive. Okay. Now, if I wanted to pick out something here, I could. So I could say, let's see here. I could post this information about the overall acceptance rate. Okay. I can also then do number 2. Now, again, I told you the best part about this is that you can change out and swap out the image behind there. So if I click on this one and I come over to media, in the library, you can search a lot of different things. So I can put in tips and sometimes it comes up with odd things and you have to think outside of the box, but I can say like a light bulb, right? That's something that would get someone's attention. So I can now click on this and drag this over here, right? Here are a few things to keep in mind. There's a student right there. Now, after a while, let's say, you know what? I would like to see different students of color. So I can come in here and put college students and look for different students. Now, if I want something that's moving, it'll show you that there is a video attached. This is where it gets really cool. So I can drag this over here. And now when it starts to play, there will be all of these different components that are constantly moving throughout the process of the video. I would continue down and you get all the way down to your outro. You can then create a card and an image that would tell people what you want them to do next. So if you wanted someone to go to a share link, they would do that here. If you want them to check you out on a particular website, you would put that in this information as well. Like I said, here's the cool part. There's music. You can come in here. Okay, there's Hope. Listen for 1 second, okay? Not bad, right? I am then able to say, okay, I'm going to select that. That will now add music to the whole thing. If I wanted to, I'm going to move you guys over here for a second. So if my eyes change direction, it's because I dragged the webinar over here. But I'm going to preview this for you. Okay, so you get the gist of it, right? You're able to go in here and I think you're able to make now I'm able to make up to 25 or 30 different slides. It will also depend, I think, on which plan that you have. So think about that. Let me move you guys back over here. Okay. So Lumen5 is really great for repurposing information. Some people write articles. If you were written up in a local magazine and you want to promote that or make a snippet of it, that's good. You can obviously make several of these and then put them up, either use them on your website and or use them on Instagram or Twitter or LinkedIn, but they're quick little videos that now allow you to now put these together. You could also do them in terms of adding them to your Instagram stories, depending on the length of them and chopping them up. But there are several different apps that will allow you to break up your Instagram, to break up a regular video into your Instagram stories, but I'll talk about that on another day, okay? So Lumen5, again, I love it. My husband is the primary writer, but we also have several people that write for our website. And it's important to keep that information alive, especially stuff that's not dated in terms of, like I said, if FAFSA is around January, there's no reason for me to be talking about that come September. Nobody's interested at that time. So really consider when that's going to be important for you. Okay. Now we are going to move over to Planoly. Do you guys have any questions? I'm going to jump back over to Facebook here just to see if there's any questions popping up. And right now there are not. Great. So I'll come back. Like I said, Planoly. Okay. Planoly is planoly.com. And this is for anyone that's thinking about growing their Instagram. Also, you can then push it to Facebook. I'll get there in a second, right? I'm going to get there to a second. But this is sexy talk to me. Y'all know that I really do like the technology and the back end side of things. So this is the fun part for me. So with Planoly, you go to planoly.com. At planoly.com, you are allowed to set up an account. There's a free one. Let's get over here. And I'm going to show you, one moment. I'm going to show you the plans that they have. And I'm just going to go in here 1 second. it doesn't want to show me the prices. Let me do this. So if I come back to pricing, okay, here's where you're able to see all of the different price points. So obviously you can go ahead and pay it out for a year. Like I mentioned, you can also pay for it monthly, which is really important for small business owners and especially new business owners. This will allow you the opportunity to see if this is something that's going to work for you. So they have a solo plan, the duo plan, squad, team, however big your team is, this is where you're, where you would figure that out. Let's cancel out of this. This shows you all the things that they have available. Now, okay, some people don't get geeked out about stuff like this, but when you realize that you are juggling like I am, I'm a mom, I got 4 kids, I'm married, we got 2 businesses. I can't be everywhere doing everything, but the business still has to run. So there are going to be some pieces that you have to move to autopilot. It's not sleazy as long as you're not trying to oversaturate your platform with just pre-scheduled information. You also want to think about this. Now, this is a sidebar. If something happens in the world, a catastrophe, God forbid, there is something that goes on, there's school shootings and all different types of sad things that come on the news. Think about that in your feed. You want to make sure you're not talking about, oh, it's a great, sunny, beautiful day here in the DC area, and then something catastrophic just happened. So watch your feed. That's just a sidebar, okay? Just consider that for me. But again, Planoly allows you a platform where you get 28 free posts a month. That's really good. So that's saying that for the most part, you could at least have one thing posted to Instagram every single day. Not bad, right? I went ahead and bought the plan that allows me to post out a lot more than that. And for 2, because like I said, we will have marriage, family, business, as well as strategic and missions advice. And I need to be in both places at the same time. Back to Planoly's dashboard. As you can see, I'm able to go in here and post several different things. Now, you guys know that we launched the ultimate marriage, family, business planner. And with that came a lot of promotional work. So there were times that you saw us talking about the planner, showing you different pages of the planner. So some of those things were preset in here. Again, you can come in here and see that already for the rest of the month, and you guys are getting a sneak peek behind the scenes of what's happening. So for instance, I told you that right now we're doing a 31-day challenge. I am not up at 6:30 in the morning with all of these kids and the husband running around trying to be on Instagram to promote and to get you guys motivated, but I still want to motivate you. So we have Planoly. Today is the 22nd, if you are watching this. And today was January 22nd. Find a new book or podcast that will help you be your best self. Now, I went in and you write your caption. So as you see here, tell me 3 books you plan to read. Tell me 3 podcasts that you listen to and love. Sharing is caring. They allow you to leave their branding on there if you want to, or you can sub it out, but it does fall up into their feed if you leave it. So it's not a bad thing. But here's the trick that I like. If you go into your hashtags, now some people have their hashtags broken down into different components. Remember, for social media, you want to obviously talk to your tribe and talk about your business, but you want to show people that you're a real company. We are not Coca-Cola, okay? We are not this big conglomerate of a company. I'm a real person, married, kids, and I want you to see that. So you want to make sure that you keep organic information in your feed. But you should break up your platforms into different concepts. So there should be, things about your family, about your marriage. If you have an animal, people love their pets, but figure out your different categories and how you are going to talk about them as such. But with your hashtags, if I touch on hashtags, there was a time when we were just talking about the planner as a planner. There's also information that I want to talk to when I talk to just women business owners. Then I talk to women who are business women, and I have 2 different ones on here because the other one, I kind of also leave space in my hashtags to talk about the current day. So for instance, today is Talk Tuesday, Tech Tuesday. There's always like Tuesday motivation and things like that. if I was talking about traveling, which I wish I was right now because it's really cold. I really wish I was in Anguilla having this conversation with y'all, but I'm not, right? I'm here in the DMV, but there could be a travel Tuesday. So you can create all these different hashtags that would allow you to leave them. And this way, you're not constantly trying to pull out, out of thin air, the best hashtag to use. So that is another great point about Planoly. But you can go in here. If I said, you know what, this isn't working for me today, I want to unschedule this one, I could. Or I could say, you know what, 9:30 is not going to work because something else major is going on at 9:30. And I want to, if I was watching Grey's Anatomy, I may post something about Grey's Anatomy at that time on a Thursday rather than this. So that's something to consider. But you can go ahead and flush out everything. What I also appreciate is this. You can come in here and analyze what's working. They will show you your top 5 liked images and your top 5 commented, that's a weird word, right? Commented posts. And with that, you're able to say, okay, this is what's going on. Over here, you can see in the last 7 days, we've gained 28 followers. Now, again, this is a new Instagram page versus our older page that we had because I wanted everyone to understand and be directed only to marriage, family, business. I didn't want to kind of, blur the lines with other companies that we had. So this is all things about marriage, family, business. Got it? Over here, you see your followers, how many people you're following, how many comments have been received, but you're able to go through here and say, okay, so this is what's working and this is what I'm liking, what people are liking in here. So that's great. Analyze everything, okay? If you are someone that sells information or sells products, you can also add a shopping link as well. And I think that is about $40 a month, if I'm not mistaken. But again, all of the pricing is on the site. Okay, so again, back to the main dashboard. Again, I could already be into February, which I'm about to be because my January will be finished out by the end of tomorrow, right? I'll make sure that all of my content for next week is done. Then you have February. So you can go ahead and talk about Valentine's Day. If you have a promotion going, maybe you sell flowers, maybe you are a chocolatier, maybe you sell teas and you want people to have these products in hand by that date, go ahead and put those little things in here so that you're on autopilot and sharing your information with your clients and customers and your tribe. Okay. So I hope that you guys have now had a better understanding of all the things here. Here was the other trick when it comes to, let me see, one second. When it comes to Facebook and Planoly, one moment. Okay, let me come down here. I'm going to get to our marriage, family, business page. And then let me share my screen again with you. And you'll be able to see something that I think is pretty cool. All right, let's share the screen again. Okay, when you get to, so if you have an Instagram page that's a business page, not a personal page, when you share, that's how you'll use Planoly. Planoly will auto post. This is huge. A lot of places will allow you to kind of sketch out. I don't have time to be sketching nothing else. I need to set it and forget it, right? So once I do something once, I don't want to have to go back in to touch and launch. And listen, Linda, I do not have time for that, okay? So I need us to just set it and forget it. Planoly allows that. If you come down here and you get to your Facebook page, so I'm going to say it slowly, Planoly, Instagram business page. You take it from your Instagram business page, you link it to your Facebook business page. When you have your Facebook page linked, you'll get to something like this. So you'll see, this is not my Carrie page. Pardon me. This is the marriage, family, business page. What you'll see here are all of the photos that come through from Planoly. Now, Facebook doesn't allow you to instantly post. I hope you guys know that when you post to Instagram, you can instantly link it directly to your Facebook page for businesses. So this way you're really posting one time and then hitting two places at once. But if you use Planoly, because it's a plugin, you have to take one little step. So for instance, here, if I were to pick this page right here, this post right here, which I did already, you click on it and you would see that you could ask, let me move this up a little bit out the way here so you guys can kind of fully see all of this. I want you guys to understand this clearly. Right here, it says share a recent photo from your Instagram account. So this is where you can go in. So this is a post that I put up on Sunday. And for me, it was just about really finding a moment of peace in the midst of all of the chaos that's going on. And I posted it on Instagram and I wound up posting it on my personal page as well. But right here, I could instantly just post this. I could throw up a caption and post and hit publish, or, you know, you can always schedule something out for later. So that is something to consider. Okay. So in here, like I said, all of these are here. Anything that I've posted through Planoly, you'll see that these are able to be posted directly to my Facebook page. Okay. So I hope that that was really, really helpful. Again, today we talked about, let's come back to me 1 second. So today we talked about Planoly and Lumen5, pardon me, and why I love them. And I think it's really helpful because we have to all decide that we're going to autopilot parts of our life. We have voicemail for a reason because you can't always answer the phone. So make sure that you have these other places that you can go to help you grow your business. Okay, so today's Tech Tip Tuesday, Planoly, Lumen5. Hope you guys enjoyed this and the back, you know, kind of behind the scenes of what we're doing here at Marriage Family Business, and as well as strategic admissions advice. But be sure to follow us at Marriage Family Business on Instagram and YouTube, and check out our website, marriagefamilybusiness.com. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your afternoon on this Tuesday, and I'll talk to you later.